Okay, good evening everybody and welcome back to Press Play. I'm your host JJ48 and tonight we are back with Hogwarts Legacy. Last week, you may recall, we did some quests that involved us going to uh, we were called back by a painting in our common room who was telling us about an Auror who had a case where she thought that an innocent witch had been convicted, so we went and visited the witch in Azkaban, and that kind of led us on into uh, finding the map room that was pointed to by the missing pages missing from the book that we found in the restricted section. So one of the things as I was looking through, I realized, or we might have noticed as well, that since this came to us from a painting in the Hufflepuff common room, this would not be something that all the classes would have access to, or all the houses. And as it turns out, every house has a unique storyline for these quests. So what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to go through, since we have these other characters, we're going to go through each of the characters. I've already gotten them up to just before these particular events take place, and we're going to try to get through to the map room. So, briefly while we're here, I did notice, or I rather didn't notice, any changes to our background here, except that occasionally while I was doing some stuff in the menus, I think Deke popped in, the house elf. But we'll jump in and get on to our other characters and see how this goes, what their storylines are. So we'll start with Gryffindor. And one of the other things I did when I was looking at the menus, I made some changes to try to maybe make things a little bit more visible, including finding one that says it highlights enemies, allies, and things you can interact with. And since I've been told that I've missed a few chests that I've walked right past, hopefully this will help prevent that from happening so often. And there's an option for what they call arachnophobia mode, where it says it makes the spider enemies a little bit less frightening.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Okay, well, this is a little bit more highlighted than I was expecting. Um, yeah, I'm not sure that I want to play like this with the like. Man, everything's washed out. It's just it's black and white, and then very, very obvious. Like, hey, here's the stuff you can interact with. Let's at least take a little bit of a look around the. Whoa, okay, yep, highlighting doors. This is. Yeah, we're gonna change this. So, okay, I was expecting like maybe a little bit more of a glow around people, like, you know, so that it would still look the same, but you would just see maybe a thicker outline in the colors. Not that, so yeah. Turn off high contrast gameplay. I also turned on high contrast text, which is why I kind of have these black backgrounds around everything. Hopefully that makes things easier to read. If it's too jarring, we can turn that off later, but that doesn't seem like it's affecting everything quite so badly. Although I don't know, maybe when we get to the spiders, we should try turning high contrast gameplay back on, and we can see how they look when they're just red outlines. So, oh, that's right. We're in the potions classroom, so this is downstairs. We want to go upstairs. Need to talk to Nearly Headless Nick. I wonder if they got John Cleese to voice Nearly Headless Nick in this game like he did in the movies.
That was it.
What'd you say? Oh. Sorry, probably weren't talking to me, were you?
Arthur VI tried conjuring a pillar, ended up with a hedgehog. Not terribly
So we had somebody try to conjure a pillow and ended up conjuring a hedgehog, and apparently still decided to try to sleep on it. So not only got a little mix up in his magic, but also apparently not too bright either. I'm guessing he wasn't a Ravenclaw. Okay. I'm not sure I've seen Nearly Headless Nick. Are you guys playing? Are you guys playing Gobstones?
Transfiguration is the hardest.
Here's something rolling around.
It requires such precision and concentration. One wrong move and you've got a grouse instead of mouse. I hurled them as far.
It's not spraying any liquid at you
How many
guys,
did you
so.
hit?
What? First years?
Yes. Did you get that one who keeps the spider behind his ear?
Yes.
It looks like it.
And
Looks like maybe she got sprayed with something, even though it didn't show the spray. Okay. I'm not trying to get distracted with side stuff, although I will grab pages when I see them.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Not at the moment, Gareth. Kind of on a mission here.
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if you might come with me for a moment.
I don't think that's John Cleese.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
This doesn't sound sketchy
Wait.
at all.
How do you know about the book? And that it's missing pages?
Word gets around amongst the ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
So
This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
okay.
A small
explain
favor
very
in
much.
exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
Okay.
I beg
Do
your
we have a
pardon.
reason?
Roast beef. Rotten roast beef.
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
Ugh. I suppose I can do that. But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it.
It's right down near to where the Hufflepuff
Now,
common room
if you'd
is.
be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course. Ah, here we are. Tickle the pear and
I think
head
that's
on in.
the
Did
kitchens.
you say tickle the pear?
There's the
Yes,
Hufflepuff
in
common
the
room.
painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the way of the house elves. I'm already imagining sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
Revelio.
I think when tickles the pear in the still life painting of a bowl of fruit, it will giggle before turning into a doorknob to allow entry to the Hogwarts kitchens. Okay, well, oh, I have to hold down. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to get to see the kitchens. I wonder if we can. Is this specific to this quest line, or can we do this as any character? We'll definitely have to try when we get back to our Hufflepuff. So right now we do have this is
Never will
in the
understand
kitchen.
students.
What
Plenty
they
of
want?
delicious food and what found themselves a bit peckish likely.
Certainly
You know how
makes
hungry
Rookie's
growing
job
humans
easier.
can get.
you guys are kind of talking over each other. None such.
Pardon me, but can you point me to the rubbish?
None such was just about to dispose of today's collection. It's towards the back. Help yourself, I suppose.
Okay. So this does seem to be... Did you just run through and break all these pumpkins? Okay. This seems to be a reference to, in the books, we had Nearly Headless Nick's Death Day party. And when they visit it, they find that like all the food that's laid out has been left to rot, and suppose that they've done so because it was.
Here's a welcome treat. Delicious.
Yeah, this food hasn't been left to rot. This is still good. These cakes here, but presume so because like the stronger scent of rotten food would presumably make it easier to almost taste for a ghost, even though they can't quite taste it because they're ghosts. We also have the house elves seem to be surprised to see anyone down here, so this isn't too common for a student to come in, although in the books we are told, I think Fred and George, maybe one of some of the other students talk about
It smells glorious in here.
occasionally being able to sneak off to the kitchens, and the house elves always being very generous with offering just bits of whatever they're cooking, any snacks you want, kind of thing. So we can't climb up to actually see what's cooking in here. I'm guessing, given the size of that, I'm guessing that's just a really, really big cauldron of soup. Let's see what's in here. Looks like mushrooms. I'm guessing that's a pepper grinder. Maybe an onion or something, and then stirring it. Not entirely sure what that is. The mushrooms might make me give it a pass, but I bet it still smells pretty good.
Here's some beef, but it's not rotten. I'd best keep looking. Here's a welcome treat. Delicious.
So it's a nomad hat. Oh, we get to see house elves doing the dishes. I feel like this is a little bit large for just doing dishes. I mean, you could have several full-grown adults bathing in here at the same time. You're just washing dishes one by one in it. Then again, we also have these platters that are massive, so I guess it is nice. Sorry, did not mean to do that. Okay, we need to... That's where all the breakable stuff is. Let's stay out away from there. Got all sorts of delicious looking stuff on the tables. And if I recall, I think this is like directly under the Great Hall. So we end up with house elves just like lay it out here on these tables, which there are 4 tables just like there are for the 4 houses, and one up here, which I guess would be maybe equivalent to the teacher's table. And then they can just pop it straight up to the tables that are right above these. Okay, so on the one hand we have a massive cauldron seemingly with enough soup in it to feed the entire school. On the other hand, we have one house elf roasting one normal size, maybe slightly larger than normal size, turkey, goose, which would feed, I don't know, maybe a dozen students. So, not sure there's equal division of labor here. Oh, food's disappeared. Is everybody upstairs feasting at the moment? Okay. house elves, I think they've built themselves a little this is their little village. So, see all the barrels with windows on them, and looks like doors. So they hit. It's like, I guess they just need a.
Revelio.
They mostly, just live here in the castle, so it's not like they need lots of places. But instead of having, private bunks or anything, or just a bunch of bunk beds, they actually get little houses for them. Okay. House elf living quarters. Ever practical and creative, the Hogwarts house elves have created a cozy village-like home for themselves among these barrels in the Hogwarts kitchens. Of course, one cannot presume to know what they're really like inside, as house elves have an extraordinary magic of their own. So is it suggesting that, like, it looks like these are just barrels that, one house elf might just be able to barely fit in, but due to house elf magic, we don't know, like, what it actually looks like when they're inside. Maybe it's like wizarding tents or something, and it's much bigger on the inside. Ooh. Careful around the teacups. Don't want to burst all these. Although it's very, very tempting. This character's a bit of a contrarian, so. Aha. Looking for rotten roast beef.
There's a disgusting smell. I must be getting close.
Okay, wow, and lots of flies. You'd think the house elves would clean up a little better. Okay.
Oh, a student? What a treat!
Hello.
What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
Sounds lovely, but what I really need is this rotten roast beef.
Ah, Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Finky supposes Nick's tired of loitering about simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
Okay, so do you conjure the food here? Are you restricted to certain foods? You don't mind students in here? Yeah, is it really okay for me to be in here?
Is it all right for students to wander into the kitchens?
Well, since you asked, students aren't supposed to be in the kitchens, but Finky doesn't mind. There's nothing that lifts Finky's spirits more than the company of students. We so rarely get visitors, and we have plenty of treats. Come back any time you please.
It's somewhat interesting that apparently there's school rules or something that students aren't supposed to be in the kitchens, but the house elves don't mind, or at least Finky doesn't mind, and judging from the other house elves that we did encounter, they don't really seem to mind either. And what I find interesting with that is that house elves are supposed to, obey any orders that they're given, by their owners, and we know that the house elves at Hogwarts are owned by the school, technically the headmaster. Probably ownership passes from headmaster to headmaster, and they seem to like it or don't mind it that Hogwarts is a pretty nice place to live, and but apparently not being able to disobey an order or having to obey orders doesn't necessarily mean that they have to keep the rules or obey all the rules, presumably unless they were ordered that, hey, you have to enforce the rules or you can't break any rules or something or anything. So So are there any dietary restrictions here?
Are there any restrictions as to what you can make here?
Finky supposes not. However, Finky has had the best luck with the many recipes left by Helga Hufflepuff. Her quince pie has always been a favourite, but the newfangled Arbroath Smokies are becoming popular as well.
Okay. Well, if Helga Hufflepuff, I don't know if we're ever told in the books that she was responsible for recipes or anything here, but that would kind of explain why the Hufflepuff common room is so close to the kitchens. So, do you conjure the food here?
Do you and the other house elves conjure the food served in the Great Hall?
Goodness, no. Not even house elves can conjure food out of thin air. Food is one of the 5 principal exceptions to Gamp's law of elemental transfiguration. We can, however, multiply it, transform it, and of course, prepare it. Then we send it straight up to the Great Hall.
So I wonder maybe that's what the house elf turning the spit was planning to do. He's roast the bird or like that, and then just multiply it until you have enough for everybody. Also interesting to hear that I forget the name, but that law of transfiguration and food being an exception for it is of course mentioned in the books. But it's interesting to hear that house elves are also bound by that. So that means that that's just a law of how magic in general works, not specifically wizarding magic. So presumably there are couldn't be any exceptions to that unless it's like an extremely rare form of magic or something that can get around the rule. But okay, well, thank you. I should be going. Nice chatting with you. I think might be able to stop by in here later for another snack.
It was nice to meet you.
Chat with you guys.
Thank you for the beef.
Happy to help, and to meet you as well. Please give Nick Finky's regards.
Oh, there's a little house elf-sized door back here. Is this?
There's nothing like a meal prepared by a house elf.
It's like a little scullery door or something. I just realized this room probably isn't actually the part that's exclusive to Gryffindor, because we have this here had a page in front of it. So unless that page is exclusive to Gryffindor, other houses would have to get in here as well.
Revelio.
In particular, did I hear another ding? Here we go.
Revelio.
Kitchen tables. When Hogwarts house elves place prepared food on these tables, it is magically transferred to the tables in the Great Hall directly above. Oh, so maybe the house elves don't even teleport it up. Maybe it's just a property of the tables themselves that are like enchanted. Are you stepping on the meat to like tenderize it? I hope you washed your feet first. I mean, I know that the rags are just because you guys aren't allowed to be presented clothing thing. It's not like you guys are living in squalor or anything. But still, you're walking around on this floor all the time. Well, okay, we need a little more for that. I heard another ding.
Revelio.
Oh, that sounds like it's coming out from outside, so that might actually be related to the Hufflepuff. So, okay, well, we won't worry about that stuff then. Let's talk to...
Ah, you're back. No trouble,
Nicholas.
I take it?
Not at all. Finky sends her regards, along with the rotten roast beef.
Ah, glad to hear it. Kind elf, Finky. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, and you'll be one step closer to finding those pages.
This is all rather cryptic, Sir Nicholas. What's going on?
Terribly sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sir Patrick organises the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but a member of that hunt, Richard Jackdaw, had the pages when he was alive. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt and speak to Jackdaw. Shall we?
Interesting. Okay, so Richard Jackdaw, of course, is the who's the murder victim and the ghost that we encountered last time. But apparently, see, he told us he was off, like, after he died, he was off wandering around for a while, and I thought he had just gotten back or something. But apparently he's also joined the Headless Hunt, being a ghost of someone who died losing their head, so... But the roast beef wasn't for you, Nick?
I thought the rotten roast beef was for you.
It is, in a way. You see, I've been trying to gain access to the hunt for quite some time. Offering the beef to Sir Patrick may help me in that regard. While, of course, also helping you.
Okay. See, I kind of understand where you're coming from, Nick. Nick being nearly headless, his head not having been completely taken off, he wants to join the Headless Hunt and can't. However, I get the feeling Nick doesn't fully understand that, like, I don't think they're denying his request to join the hunt exclusively because they just don't want him there, but because, like, not being actually headless, you really can't do what the Headless Hunt does. But oh well. We already know from the books that he's still not going to understand this in 100 years, so sorry about that, Nick. What will we do when we get there?
What am I supposed to do when we meet the hunt?
Allow me to do the talking. They can be a rather supercilious lot. I'm certain they'll be welcoming to you, however, in no small part due to the rotten roast beef you'll come bearing.
Is this dangerous?
Is the Headless Hunt dangerous?
Oh, the Headless Hunt wouldn't hurt a fly, let alone a student. Just a group of fun-loving headless ghosts.
Okay, well, that does sound rather intriguing.
Very well. I'd like to meet Sir Patrick myself and see this Headless Hunt.
Ah, wonderful. You won't regret it.
Okay, so where are we going?
Never been as level-headed as I am now.
Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here. What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Amzette. Do let us pass. We brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably come to try to beg his way in again.
A little
Do they
bit
always
rude.
talk to you like that?
Ah, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from a young Jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
What I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now. Then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, if I may.
Tut tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But, sir,
We aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.
I hope so. Sorry to hear you're disappointed, though.
A fine night for revelry.
Okay, find the Headless Hunts game, where here's a map with floating candles.
Nothing like the...
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
This quest name and finding this map I feel like we found on our Hufflepuff character as well, but I don't think we found it here. So I think that might be something that is found just wherever the house-specific quest takes you, you'll find that. So you can't go in there. Okay, let's see what's going on. Is this... That's another living person. That's not a ghost. It made it seem like it was a big deal that I was let in here. I guess it's just a big deal that Nick was let in. So, what was that? Some kind of weird head juggling. Okay, outside the gate. So what's this? Okay, I thought that looked like a face or something there, but no, it's just more writing.
Or so I recall.
Who will be next to play our little game of hide and seek amongst the pumpkins?
Is this what you guys are using the heads for?
Hello again. Can you help me?
Ah, Sir Nicholas's young friend. Has he abandoned you?
Not at all. I need to speak to Richard Jackdaw. Sir Patrick said his head might be around here somewhere.
Indeed it might be. It is a bit unorthodox to include a mortal, but if you do wish to speak with him... Oh, why not? You can speak with Jackdaw if you can find his head amongst these pumpkins. Not just once, but 5 times. Good old Dumfrey will move the head to a different spot each time you find it. Those are the rules. What say you?
Why can't I just talk to him the first time I find him, and then you can keep moving his head and continue playing the game after that? Okay. Why are you doing this to him? What are the rules? How did you lose your head? Okay, are those all the rules? Are there any more? Let's start there.
Please, could you explain the rules again?
Find his head amongst the pumpkins 5 times. Use your wand. I cannot be more specific than that.
Okay. Pretty simple rules. Why are you doing this to him?
Why are you using Jackdaw's head for this game?
Well, if you must know, Jackdaw's our newest member, so we like to put him through his paces.
Okay, so this is kind of like a little hazing ritual. So Jackdaw... He's not freshly dead, based on what we heard from our Hufflepuff thing. But if I recall, the Auror who was investigating the incident was she's retired, and that was one of her early cases, I thought. And certainly the witch who was tried for his murder seems to be an older woman now in Azkaban, so it's been a few decades at least. So, would it be rude for me to ask how you lost your head?
How did you happen to become a member of the Headless Hunt?
I was executed alongside some fellow mutineers. We didn't like the way things were being run in our county, so we took matters into our own hands. Treason is such a strong word, but that's what we were found guilty of. Things would have turned out much better if they'd let me be in charge.
Okay, well, let's play some headless hide and seek.
If that's what I need to do to speak to Jackdaw, I'll do it.
Marvelous! Of course, a mortal holding a wand has an advantage over us ghosts. You can simply blast away to your heart's content. Remember, the game's not over until you find him 5 times. Begin!
Discovered already? Looks like we need to find another pumpkin to hide in, eh, Jackdaw?
Whatever you say, Dumfrey. This is not my finest moment.
That ghost said I should blast away to my heart's content.
I'm glad I won't be the one to clean up this mess.
It just
Well, good job, I suppose.
can easily see which ones
Never seen
are.
a plate like this. How
Revelio.
delightful.
Can see which one he's in with Revelio, or we can just blast every pumpkin inside, I guess.
Student is playing.
Ghosts should interact with the students more often. Very fast-growing pumpkins, too.
I could do that too if I had a wand.
Hello, you enjoying the game? Timothy Teasdale?
I've never seen
What
a
do you,
plate
what do you
like
even
this.
sell?
How delightful.
Oh, you're the guy from the Magic Neep. Okay, that's right.
Oh, what fun.
So I guess since you just live close to the ghosts. Oh, hey, we're using your property. Okay. Must have an arrangement with the Headless Hunt.
back here?
Okay. So we can use Revelio, and it also shakes around a
Revelio.
little bit. Oh, there's a couple over there.
So you found us. This ain't over
I'm
yet.
glad I won't be the one to clean up this mess.
Revelio.
One more we need to find. No, that's a lock over there. That's no.
Done. Of course, having a wand served you well. Still, I believe congratulations are in order.
Okay. Cool.
Not too bad for a mortal. Now, say what you need to say to old Jackdaw here, You've earned it.
Nicely done. But what's going on? You're not a member of the Headless Hunt.
No, I'm not.
Very observant.
Sir Nicholas said you might know the location of some pages I'm looking for.
Merlin's beard. I know precisely the ones you mean. I pinched them from Peeves. How could I forget? The map on those pages led me to my demise. I was not ready for what awaited me in that cave. The pages are likely still mouldering away with my, remains. Quite a final adventure, I must confess.
The pages are why you lost your head, and I must visit a cave and search for your corpse.
Yes. You'd think a decapitated ghost would get used to the word corpse. Say,
Yeah.
here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to go?
Okay. What's in the cave?
What will I find in the cave?
Aside from my mortal remains, if I remember correctly, some treasures, a magical bridge. But what kind of an adventure would it be if I spoiled the surprises for you?
Okay, who cut off your head?
Did someone in the cave cut off your head?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, when you visit, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Okay. Good advice.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor. Whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I found them after he ran riot through the library. Doubt he even noticed they were gone.
I seem to recall at least a couple of these options we had last time, so...
I need those pages, so I suppose I'd better meet you. Thank you.
Not to worry. I'll just need to be reunited with my body first. But Dumfries can handle that. See you at the forest's edge.
Okay. So is this where the quests kind of join back up together? Hey, Sir Nicholas. Sorry things didn't work out for you, but thank you for your help. Okay, need to learn the disarming charm before I can follow Richard Jackdaw's ghost into the Forbidden Forest. Okay, I have not done that yet. If this is the same... If it is the same from here on out, that we're just going to go through the cave, face the spiders and the challenges, then I'm not sure I really need to do that on all the characters at the moment. If this is... Let me see. Okay, Jackdaw's Rest. Let me see if this is the same... If this is the same quest on all the characters, then we can kind of assume that they just kind of merge at this point. Let me look this up real quick. Okay. Yep. So this is we're back to basically I'm just going to be seeing the same thing again, other than it would be in arachnophobia mode. But I think that means we can kind of finish with this character. We've seen what we wanted to see. We got to see the kitchens, which I'm guessing are shared with the... like we'll have to try it out, but I'm guessing we'll be able to go in there as our Hufflepuff character. Oh, there is one more thing I did want to do, however, before switching characters, since we're checking all these characters anyway. Where is it? Trying to remember where the Gryffindor common room is, because it would be nice to see the common room entrances. We've seen the entrance, Great Hall, Viaduct Courtyard, Boathouse, the South Wing, Gryffindor common room. Okay. Let's go there. Probably don't need to run the whole way back. That's just going to take a while. I want to see it from the outside, so I don't want to warp right there, but we will get a little bit closer. And so we'll see, we've seen the Gryffindor common room, but I also want to just kind of see what it looks like from the outside, see kind of what the approach is like. Remember, for Hufflepuff, it was in the basements right near the kitchens, and there was the the kind of keg that if when we walked close to it, it opened up, and that was the entrance to the common room. Wait, is this? This is yellow. I need the. Yeah, I want. Yeah, maybe it will be leading me that way. But
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean. I'm sorry.
I'll let you guys pass.
Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago.
Okay, now. Odd that you can set a waypoint, and it'll show you kind of a route through the castle, but it won't show us. Oh, maybe if I turn off the tracking for the quest. There we go. Now let's try it. There we go. Okay.
Another selection for you all. This was composed long.
That's kind of nice. A hallway full of music. So we go up the stairs. Then we have the painting of the fat lady. And okay, just opens up kind of hidden behind the painting, and we have to practically bend over double to be able to get through I seem to recall the Hufflepuff common room, like we also had a round little hallway, but I think Hufflepuff's was a little bit larger. I don't remember our character having to crouch down quite so much. Okay. So that was kind of fun. We got to see the kitchens, and while again, as I was saying, I think every character should be able to visit the kitchens. It seems we did get to see specifically we got to meet some of the house elves and root around in the kitchen waste for some rotten roast beef, and we got to see the headless hunt, and that's. Even though we were in the same area that we could visit, I think we actually visited that cemetery before, just outside of Hogsmeade. Getting to actually see the headless hunt and in action, and the games they're playing and interacting with that, I don't think that's something we can usually see. So that was pretty fun. So now let's go to our next character. Check out Slytherin and see what Slytherin's connection with this is. Okay, told me a quest was here, and you didn't say what quest it is. I'm not seeing a new quest. Maybe this one I didn't quite get. Take a few steps out, and then there we go.
Greetings, young Slytherin. The Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you, and you can help Scrope get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to, especially Professor Black.
Okay, so with Hufflepuff, it was a portrait in our common room wanted to speak with us.
High places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Yeah, we're not looking for gobstones at the moment. With Gryffindor, it was Nearly Headless Nick, the house ghost, who wanted to see us. Now it's a house elf.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against Trill.
Who wants to see us, and is telling us not to. Probably don't want to alert Professor Black. This is quite the initiative for a house elf, it seems. Okay, there we go. Well, it says find his note in the courtyard, so maybe he's not going to meet with us in person. He's just leaving a note. Although he sent us a note, so if he's just leaving us a note, you wonder why he didn't... Why he didn't just mail it to us. Maybe wanted to make sure we're away from prying eyes before we see whatever's in the note. Mysterious note. Have we taken a look at this well before? On our Hufflepuff character? We have four... It's interesting because we have four creatures, but they're four flying creatures. And they're not... Like, usually if you think of four creatures around Hogwarts, you think the four mascots. I thought there was something describing this. Maybe I got it when I was running by here earlier on this character. But so I think that's a Thestral. This is a Hippogriff. It's a Griffin. Well, is it? Kind of look like two Hippogriffs. I'm not sure what the difference between those are. I thought this was a Griffin, but that tail looks very snake-like. I'd almost say like it's more of a chimera looking creature. Okay, let's see what this note's about. Scrope knows about that book you found. Is it missing something? Scrope does not believe it is safe to speak out in the open. Scrope has left another note across the bridge among the circle of rocks. Take care, tell no one about this.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
Well, we just saw the note from Scrope. Scrope is the house elf that wrote us before. Although that note was very prominently placed, I'm kind of surprised nobody else picked it up in the meanwhile. Okay, Circle of Rocks. Okay, I'm guessing this is the Circle of Rocks.
Revelio.
What are these giant boxes? Oh, these are push around. Probably jump on them to get up here, although it looked like I was almost able to do it without that. I was jumping higher than that a moment ago. There we go. Almost there. Head for the pumpkins, just down from the stone circle. Look inside one of them. You may be able to help poor, broken-hearted Scrope.
Pumpkins? Oh, I think I know just the place.
So yeah, this is probably going to take us to the groundskeeper's cottage. Yeah, coming down from the bridge here, I can definitely tell. This definitely looks very much like this is where Hagrid's hut will be built. And then keep the pumpkins in the same place. Although Hagrid's hut is a little bit bigger. I wonder if it's... Maybe this plot of land here is what he kind of builds onto. I wonder if that was Hagrid that added that on, or if it was added on sometime before then. So okay, so we want to... Aha. We don't want to destroy all the pumpkins. Just the one with the note in it. Oh. Oh, is this... I'm sorry, the Scarecrow's scolding us for, I think, for breaking the pumpkins. The young Slytherin must be exceptionally curious by now. Meet Scrope at the water's edge by the broken docks.
Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
Which is why I'm going to take absolutely no precautions whatsoever and just kind of hope that it's not a trick. Okay, so here we go. Broken dock.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Well, of course, we named our character Black, last name Black, so I wonder, are we related to the headmaster? Maybe he's our uncle or something, but yeah, not as we're not as keen on that family relationship as might be being related to some of the other professors. So, of course, what can I do for you? I'd rather not risk trouble with Black. We're happy to undermine authority if it benefits me. Now we'll yeah, we can keep your secret.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago.
Okay, 50 years ago.
Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
Okay. So, we've heard of Apollonia Black before. She was the, I believe she was the accuser in the case. But here, it sounds like she had a ring that was probably with the page. Like, did she die in the grotto? Is that why the pages in the ring are in there, or did she just take them in and leave them in there at some point? This is seeming very similar to the Harry Potter books, but it's interesting what we're seeing with the house elf here. He wants the ring, but he can't go in because he's been explicitly forbade from going in. He is not allowed to go in, was explicitly told don't go in, so he can't go in. Wants the ring. But at the same time, he knows a student could get the ring for him, but he doesn't want to ask a student, maybe because there would be some danger or something, or it just doesn't feel right asking a student for a favor. But can get around that by the fact that, hey, he knows we also want the page, and so he'll tell us how to get the pages and just hope that, hey, while you're in there, can you look for the ring, since you'll already be in there. So it's kind of a nice way of doing it, and of course, being a house elf, he's not trying to extort us or anything, telling us like, oh, I'll only tell you about the pages once you get me the ring or anything. It's just here, I'll do everything I can to help, and please, since it will be a very small inconvenience on your part, can you help me too? Okay. How did you know about the book I found?
How did you know that I'd found a book, and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Okay. Tell me about the ring.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
Okay. What happened to your ear? You doing a Van Gogh impression, or?
How did you injure your ear?
The blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll be going then. We'll,
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck.
Okay.
Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages and the ring.
Okay, appreciate it. Whoa. It's the giant squid. Oh, okay, this grotto. Oh, ah.
Incendio. Revelio.
Nope, that's not what I want. I want that. Drink.
Protego.
Okay, no, did not want to upset those, actually. Was trying to throw it at the one I was already fighting. Ow. I can't really do anything while I'm in the water, apparently. Okay. Okay, let's restart from the last checkpoint. Okay, so now, I thought I was running away from the one fight. Apparently there's a bunch more there. So... Oh, hello and welcome. Want to fight more of you guys, but I know there's a lot more of you over there. Unless, oh, I know what we can do. Let's try to get away from this fight, first of all. Okay. They're still coming. Just remember, I have disillusionment. Now, will disillusionment, can we swim with this? Because if so, I might just swim around that. Okay, we cannot swim while disillusioned. Okay. However, we might still be able to avoid where those things are. They do seem like they're kind of gathered on the shore where they stopped chasing us, so that's good. Okay, well that wasn't really what I was planning, but it did seem to work, so good. And this is the grotto that we saw last time with the squid
Why would
mural.
I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Put a piece of toast on here. I guess, okay, we'll get to see what this is all about then. Hey. Don't get the camera off our character. This is what's interesting. Is the squid eating it. Whoa. Okay. Don't eat any toast offered by a house elf, I guess. Okay, we have a nice little hidden alcove here. Folding screen. Just like this has the side quest symbol on it. I bet this is going to be that map again. Yep, the candlestick map. So that's our.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages.
So it's the same
Best hang on to it for now.
one that we get everywhere else. Okay, human skeleton and spine candles. It's a little bit iffy there. I do like the giant dragon carving. What even is that? Is it just a carving or like a statue, or does it actually have a purpose? I don't see any particular use for it, so I guess just piece of art. Some dressing dummies, a towel rack. Nice little Slytherin brazier here. Can we light this?
Incendio!
Can light everything else. Is that a crystal ball? Okay, I'm like a... Oh! I thought this was a snake like holder for the crystal ball, but that bulbous bit there makes me wonder if this is more like an octopus or a squid. Reference to the giant squid outside. It's got an odd grin there. Okay, and then she had a nice bit of writing desk here in this grotto, and did seem to have a thing for dragons. Okay, Apollonia Black's
Could
journal.
it be? A visitor?
Ooh.
Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
The house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
May I have them?
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next. Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
Okay. Okay, so yeah, how did you lose your head and how did you steal from Peeves are the same questions each time, but why the toast? Okay, that's a different one.
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
Okay, well, I'll see you at the forest.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Okay, so that's a Slytherin thing. Interesting you said about a century ago, because I was under the impression it was a little bit more recent than that. Like closer to half a century ago. Also, how did you sell the ring and all that? Like, did you do that as, like, before you died, or did you somehow, as a ghost, do this, or were you just making all that up? Okay. Well, it's not telling us to actually meet him at the forest yet, so we can return to Scrope and see what Scrope has to say. Those things are still over there, so take the long way around. Okay. Hey, Scrope.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollina's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
That boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
Okay. Well, it didn't seem too terribly put out. Let's... Okay. So is there anything else we need to do, or is this going to send us back to the... Okay, so yeah, that was telling us we need to learn the disarming charm. So, okay, that's... Right, that's the thing for getting into that cave. So we've already... So now let's go find the Slytherin house entrance. Or common room entrance. We'll untrack that. And... Slytherin common room. We're already right here near the castle, so should be there pretty quick. So, okay. That one seemed a little bit shorter. Maybe it was just me, but it seemed a little bit more straightforward. I guess if we'd actually fought the Dugbogs, whatever it's called, that it would have taken a little while longer. I'm not sure why it's trying to get me to go that way. This seems like it's the shortest way. it's updated. But it was kind of interesting getting to see the grotto there. We had found that before on our Hufflepuff, but I guess now we did get to find out what it was all about. So that was the pedestal was put a piece of toast on it, and that would get the mural to open up for us. Just a little bit of a hideaway there. Although if you're trying to have a secret little hideaway, having a giant mural that's very obvious to anyone who enters the cave might not be the best way of doing it. Oh, maybe that's why it took us the other way, 'cause we're gonna have to like wrap around a bit to get down to the right level. Okay, we're almost there anyway. Yep, now we're heading towards the dungeon areas. I'm not sure I noticed these little stained glass lights, or not lights, but here we have, this is the Slytherin common room. So I know we've been here before and we've seen the pattern on the floor. But when we get through the door, I have to say, I think of the ones we've seen, this is by far my favorite of the common room entrances. And then we find ourselves here, then there's the stairs down, the spiral stairs down to the common room. So, okay. Well, so that's that one. We didn't seem to find out much about Richard Jackdaw, although I guess in fairness, most of what we found out in Hufflepuff was once we went in with him through the to the Forbidden Forest, which we aren't getting to in these characters, but did find out a little bit more about Apollonia Black, and Jackdaw was trying to impress her, but apparently also was willing to take stuff from her and pawn it. I'm still wondering if that was done after he was a ghost somehow, or if that was before he was a ghost. If it was before he died, then that seems like that would kind of undercut the hey, I was trying to do stuff to impress her idea, but okay, finally we'll do Ravenclaws.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Professor Fig was confiding in Ollivander? Okay.
Sharp was in a mood. There's something in there. I just know it.
Well, no, we don't need to go to the greenhouses. We need to take a left there. Right. Okay, so we had the Hufflepuff house painting. We had the Gryffindor house ghost. We have a Slytherin's house elf, because Apollonia Black was a Slytherin. Pretty sure most if not all the blacks are Slytherins. And now for Ravenclaw, we're speaking to Ollivander, who, my guess is that Ollivander is, or was, a Ravenclaw when he was at Hogwarts. I'm guessing that's the connection to our house. Wait, where are you trying to take me? Map? Okay. I knew I needed to pass out this way. So, I guess I can run. Might be able to get there a little bit faster. Seems to be a good day for running. Although it has just rained, so let's try to stay out of the mud a little bit. Oh, what's going on with that cart? I find it interesting that we have some of these carts that seem to be enchanted to be able to just move on their own. But then we also have carts and carriages that are pulled by thestrals.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Oh, is that what that is? These ruins were a castle? Okay. Because, I mean, to people who can't see thestrals, I guess the effect would look almost identical, but it would seem like if you had the ability to enchant the carts to do what you wanted, that it would be a bit easier to do that than to have a living beast that you have to care for all the time. Although maybe, I guess I'm thinking mostly of the carriages to Hogwarts, which most of the time would just be traveling between the train station and the castle, so presumably wouldn't need much guidance beyond that. But it's possible that they could be used for other purposes, in which case then you might want something like a thestral, which can actually choose where to go or go places besides just wherever you told it to initially. So maybe there's a reason for it. So, okay. Excuse me, I need to get... Oh, I didn't even notice this on the door before. Your wand awaits. It's kind of a nice, cheerful greeting for welcome people.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Oh, I'd love to. Sounds intriguing. I'm not sure I'm up to the task, or how will this benefit me? No, detective work, absolutely. Let's do it.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Okay. So, Jackdaw is at least a accused or suspected, I guess would be the best way of putting it, of stealing this wand. Applewood with a fairy wing cord. Fairy wing is not something that you usually use nowadays. Was that different in the past, or did this come from a different wand maker to your shop? So, why that wand? I want to hear more about this wand.
Is there anything special about the wand?
Oh, yes. It's terribly special. But not in the way you might think. It won't grant special powers to the caster, no. Nothing like that. But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Ollivanders to know of its return. And that power is immeasurable.
I guess it's mainly sentimental value. Family heirloom kind of thing. Okay. Why don't you continue searching the Owlery?
Surely you could continue searching the Owlery.
Oh, one would think. However, the headmaster does not take kindly to an old wand maker loitering about the place. Can't say I blame him. Also, I have perhaps been looking for too long. I feel a fresh set of eyes and a bright mind like yours is sure to solve this riddle.
Okay, that's not a bad theory that, hey, we're having trouble finding something, let's pull in some help, get a fresh set of eyes on it. So, okay, why would he have stolen the wand?
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts, always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumor had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand making is.
I agree. I wish I could ask you some more about wand making, but sadly don't have options for that. So I'll just see what I can find.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old wand maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Okay. So I guess this time we'll get to see the Owlery. So I wonder if this is... Well, are we not able to visit the Owlery normally, or is this going to be a case of, like with the Headless Hunt, that we can normally get there, but there's going to be something special going on that we wouldn't normally get to see? Either way, I don't believe we've been to the Owlery before, so it should be interesting.
My cousin was transfigured into a mouse by an older bully last year.
This little shortcut here, can we just run down?
Short potions required.
Yeah. I don't know why we need to do that zigzag when there's a perfectly good path right there. It's not even having to go off-road, it's just a slightly smaller path. So where even is the Owlery? Okay, that's right, is that... Okay, it was on the castle before because... Okay, didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to run sideways and look at the Owlery's. Makes it a little bit hard to navigate, but it's that tower that's past the castle, which is itself a little odd. I kind of imagined the Owlery would be like not just part of the castle complex, but actually attached to the castle. Yet it seems that it's sort of separate. And like if any students wanted to go to the Owlery, like that's a pretty decent hike there, especially since it's at the top of the cliffs. You're gonna have to take the zigzagging path up. Maybe there's a Flu Network site there, so that would make it easy to travel to. Lots of birds around. I don't know if those are owls or not. I'm guessing they're owls, just because, you know, being around the owlery and all, but... Okay, so what's our best way of getting up there? Go this way. Oh. Quick zigzags here. Oh, we have some owl statues leading our way up, so that's a nice visual indicator that we're on our way to the owlery. I see a side quest icon up there, so presumably we'll find our letter to start the side quests up here. That owl head above the door there, carving, it's just me, or does that look very cartoonish? Like, I'm not sure I've seen any other style so far that looks quite so cartoony, especially in the stone carvings. How tall is this? So we have a very tall tower here. Very tall, but not very, very small, like, footprint.
Revelio. The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls.
Okay, there's a ding, so presumably we can get upstairs. So maybe the owlery's available to the students. Oh, hey, there's some owls. Hello. So the owlery might be available to all the students, but maybe this puzzle is specific to Ravenclaws doing this quest. Yeah, which would make sense. That's the part that would be most
Don't mind
Ravenclaws.
me, owls. I'm here to help a friend.
Oh, hello.
Where are those statues?
Huh.
Revelio.
School owls and owls owned by students can be found in the Hogwarts Owlery. One is advised to explore carefully, keeping an eye out for owl droppings and regurgitated mouse skeletons. Always a good idea.
Summoning charm should do the trick.
Oh, can we...
Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher.
Huh. What are these? I'm seeing a bunch of things that I can pull.
Here. Nothing.
If I'm not dropping those down on
I'd
owls
best
there.
keep looking. Revelio.
Hey, what are those things? Oop.
Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws.
Okay.
Here.
Aha.
No statues here. I'll take that, thank you.
Oh, okay, that went there. Wait a sec. Ollivander, how long have you been searching here and never thought to put the Jackdaw Did you never find the Jackdaw statues, or just never think to put them on these convenient roosts? Two more, looks like.
Nothing. I'd best keep looking.
I guess now we can check up here. I have some more owls, and these owls also look, I mean, they're not quite so cartoonish as the one above the door, but they still do kind of have a little bit of a cartoony look to them. There's a page.
Accio. No statues here.
Oh, there's one.
Oh, this will do nicely. Here's a welcome surprise.
I think that's all I needed.
Nothing.
There's one. No. Okay, that was a pile of money. Wasn't there another one of these? Thought I saw two of them fall down. Maybe one wasn't a statue. It was the bag of money. Okay.
Here. I'd best keep looking. No statues here. Nothing.
There we go. Well, that definitely said Jackdaw statue. Okay.
What's happening?
I don't know what is happening. Oh. Owls don't seem terribly happy with it. Jackdaw seems to be a bit more theatric the past couple times we've met him.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So, Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
Okay, why did you take the wand?
Why would you steal Mr. Ollivander's family wand?
The family were always going on about how special it was, so I took it. Who could resist? Sadly, it wasn't special enough to save my neck. I fully intended to return it once I learned it was only special for sentimental reasons, but as you can see, I never got the chance.
Okay, I'll see you at the
If
forest.
that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Oh. Okay, and now we're back down here. So I seem to recall something like this with the, with our Hufflepuff quest too, where we were told, like, that the information we were looking for was with his body in the pages. We were trying to find information that could clear the witch in Azkaban. But I'm not sure if we'll actually get a chance to do that, or if that's just a, okay, now you've made it this far, so now that just kind of, now it just kind of ends at that point. Where is Ravenclaw? There we go. So it shouldn't be too bad. Pretty close to the castle. Oh, wait a second. We didn't find our that page for the side quest. Okay, where's that? We should grab that while we're here. Even though we're not going to be doing it on stream, am kind of curious where it was hidden. Okay, I'm still seeing an up caret above it, so I'm guessing it must be up this way. Okay, now... Aha! There we go.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
See, there's not really much else up here.
Revelio.
Just come on, you've already jumped down several times. Stop whining and just do it. Okay. I appreciate that they have the ability to, like, it stops you from accidentally walking off and you know, falling off a ledge, but at the same time, if you're trying to just jump off a ledge, it can be kind of irritating having to sort of push through it. Is that tower above our common room? Like, is that the room that had all the windows? And then it looked like there was looked like there was something above our common room. I think that I don't know that we could get into, but it looks like that's about the right spot. Hey, that's the game board that our charms professor set up. Nope, not that way. Oh, pardon me.
Footwork, man.
Okay, so they were fighting. Seems like a relatively friendly fight, and they didn't weren't like trading horribly painful insults or anything, at least from the sound of it. But then I'm not sure why they just ran away after one of them got stabbed. Like they would have expected them to like keep fighting their way out through the glass or something. But I guess leaping through the pane of broken glass, even if it's just ghostly broken glass, is probably just more of a dramatic flair than sort of just fighting your way, phasing through glass. Yep, that's right, this is Ravenclaw Tower. Nope, all the way up. So this, I mean, that's certainly an impressive door. This one seems like it's the least hidden of the rooms. Maybe because you're like the security comes from the password system, or the not just the password system, but like solving the riddle, rather than hiding it and just having a password that anyone can get in. So Okay. I still think of the four houses, I think Slytherin is my favorite entrance, but the Eagle Door is kind of nice, and it looks like it swings both ways apparently, since as we came up it swung inward, now it's swinging outward. Okay. Is that one? And okay. Now we can return to our Hufflepuff, who actually had gone through, fought all the spiders, found the map room, and ended up, Professor Weasley showed us the Room of Requirement, where we'll be able to get set up and do some stuff. When I was on this character earlier, I found this mask, and for some reason it reminded me very much of Darth Malik from Knights of the Old Republic, so I tried my best to come up with a little Darth Malik outfit here. This was the only cape I could find, though, currently. Alright. Okay, here's our Room of Requirement all fixed up. So let's go talk to Professor Weasley.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
Okay. Oh, I just talked to her again because I already have some.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Okay. Okay, so we need to conjure a bunch of decorations. Okay, floor decorations. Rugs should be floor decorations. Okay, let's just do one of each. And then we'll add another one. Okay. Are these... They're the colors of the houses, but the green one seems to have a dragon on it, which is kind of snake-like. The other ones don't seem to really directly tie in with their houses at all. So, okay. Wall settings. It's probably paintings. Niffler and Witch. Gazing Wizard. Dapper Wizard. Bickering Couple. I mean, who doesn't want a painting of a bickering couple on their wall? A Beast Diagram. Cottage Illustration. Star-based Symbol. Gazing Witch. Wasn't there? Oh no, there's a Gazing Wizard and a Gazing Witch. House Elves and Mistress. Nurse and Baby. Illustration of a tree. Astrological elements. And gnome illustration. Let's get the astronomical elements. That sounds like fun. Okay. Wow, it kind of takes up a lot of wall space, doesn't it? Do that one. Let's have a star-based symbol. Okay. Sure, we can have a beast diagram. And a tree illustration. And we can do the garden gnome. Oh, that's much smaller.
Good work. Shall we move on?
Yep, I think we're fully decorated now. Place has never looked better, so
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
Okay.
Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
Okay. So let's. This was altering. Yeah, looks like we'll want to open up another road just for these. So, what can we do with this? Oh, I don't want to move it. Really, I just want to make it blue. Okay. Adjust the style of an item, adjust the size of an item. Oh, can we adjust the size of a handrail? Oh. Scientific wall pediment. Okay, wow, that was not what I was anticipating, so it doesn't look like we can do anything except change the color of it. Not sure. Oh. I was actually going to leave it that way, but guess canceled. Okay. I want to change the size of something. Like, let's take one of these rugs. No, that's not. Okay, what can we change the size of? Okay. I guess altering the style we can do pretty easily. Oh, there we go. This rug we can change the size. Okay. What's... Oh, okay. Made it very big. Okay, I can't place it if it's that big, so let's just make it really small. Okay, oh, and I guess we can also change the style of these. Oh. Okay, apparently I changed the entire floor. And have eclectic, botanical, scientific, gothic. Let's go with the gothic. Okay, no, that's locked. We can't apply. We can't do that. Well, don't give me the option to play around with it if you're not gonna let me change it. Okay, let's have.
Nicely done.
There we go.
Now you're ready for something a little more advanced.
I didn't mean to
You can
change
use
the color
the
of all
altering
of them.
spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony whilst using the altering spell.
Okay, scientific balcony, botanical balcony, eclectic balcony, or gothic balcony. Okay, let's go with gothic.
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of
Honestly,
course,
I
Professor Weasley.
Really don't.
Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Okay, I'll take the steps over to you, even though Professor Weasley explicitly asked you to do it, so I would have thought you'd just like come over and show me, but...
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Okay, a cool moonlit ambiance, like something natural and earthy. I focus best in a room that is dark and mysterious. All of these sound kind of interesting. Let's see what dark and mysterious looks like.
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Okay, that's... kind of a nighttime.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed.
And requirements.
No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
Where are we headed now? Well, why didn't you just make these other rooms from the get-go?
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Okay. Where's Deke? I wanted to also try the cool moonlit ambience. I'll probably not do too much. Oh, there he is. Do too much in here, just moving stuff around. But I might off stream. I might work on getting some more stuff, some more potions, counters, and stuff like that. So
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Okay, so warm and cozy must be how it was initially, since that's the new option here. I wanted the cool moonlit
I'd like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Sort of like right now.
Sounds perfect.
Where it's nighttime and it just seems to be moonlight coming in. Oh. Okay, a little less green. Alright, yeah, kind of like that. Awesome. Okay, so that's what... We now have access to the room of requirements. What are we working on now? Okay, learn a curse with Sebastian. Oh, that's right. What we want to do is we wanted to go to Hogsmeade and see if we can buy a broom. And we wanted to, purchase a broom at Sprint Witches. And then we were going to go see if we can do some more of the Merlin trials to get some more of our, get some more space for stuff. Hey, what's... It says there's a... Oh, is that because my... That's probably just because my quest is a side quest. Okay, so it's not saying that there is a side quest to pick up there. try to remember where this is. Okay, so it's up in the astronomy tab. Hey, is that Sir Nicholas? I don't recall Sir Nicholas having changed. I think that's someone else. Somebody who's interested in astronomy, I guess, or was interested in astronomy.
Revelio.
We talked to the professor.
Professor, what did you mean when you said your education wasn't traditional?
I had bet myself a butterbeer you'd be back to ask about that. It seems I've earned myself a trip to the Three Broomsticks. My father insisted rather adamantly that fun had no place when it came to learning. I struggled with his rather Socratic method of teaching, made no progress with even the simplest spells until I made a game of it. As the process itself became a source of joy, I was able to better retain what I was being taught. I realized then how much fun was to be had in learning, and I decided to become a professor so that I may pass that joy along.
So are you implying that Socratic learning is not a joy? I'm not sure if I agree with you on that. But I do appreciate your approach all the same. I'm glad you did. Or I appreciate a more serious approach. No, I'm glad you did. It was kind of fun.
I, for one, am glad. I very much enjoy your class.
Delighted to hear. Now, I shall not keep you from your studies, nor time with your fellow students, both of which are invaluable to your education.
Okay. Alright, so let's go see if we can get a broom. And finally... Well, I say finally as if it's something we've been trying to do the entire game, but it'll just be nice being able to fly around a bit. That might also help us as we're looking for the Merlin trials to be able to get to them faster, so they're spread out across the... Oh, it's Peeves. Okay, not trying to. I did encounter, while I was getting all the other three characters up to the point of being able to get their trials, or the quests, one of them got close to Ignatia here while with the disillusionment charm on, and she responded with, if I can see you, the prefects might be able to as well, so be careful. Which I thought was kind of interesting. A little bit of a mischievous side there of warning us to be careful. Making it clear she can see us, but also helping us use some caution. I mean, I thought the flu network would be needed for, students might be using it to break curfew and stuff, but there doesn't seem to be a curfew with Hogwarts at the moment. Like, here it is, the middle of the night, and we're just able to run through the castle, run outside. There seem to be a few other students out and about. It's a very foggy night, though. I mean, I guess it's not too terribly foggy for being in British Isles, but it's definitely not quite as clear as it could be. Oh. Maybe the Sprint Witches is having a Black Friday sale or something, so that's why we need to travel there in the middle of the night and camp out and be first in line when they open up in the morning. Hopefully we can find a really good deal on a broom. So are we going to comment about this castle as we pass by? Did we already comment on the castle at one point? Like our characters are...
Who lived here, I wonder?
Yeah. Ravenclaw character noticed it was a castle. We're just kind of a... Oh, someone must have lived here. Keeping more of an eye out for Moonstone now that we actually know what it does. Oh. Have mail? What? That was not reading it. Perry Pippins is a new one. Helen Thistlewood. Okay, Helen Thistlewood's the one it just popped open, so what did she have to say? Greetings, I'm happy to report that my sister Helen survived the sudden attack in Azkaban. She said that she does not hold a grudge against Anne, as terrible as the violence was. After seeing the conditions in Azkaban anew, Helen said it's no wonder Anne's mind is so far gone. It seems you found Jackdaw's ghost and told him about Anne. Helen wanted you to know that he has evidently promised to work with the Ministry and Helen to see what, if anything, can be done for her. Eddie Thistlewood. Oh, okay. Yeah, remember when we went to Azkaban to talk to Anne? She attacked Helen because she, perhaps understandably, blamed Helen for her being in Azkaban. Or at least that seemed to be was. And after getting us out of Azkaban, helping us apparate away, Helen was wounded, but she said she'd go see her brother for some help, and so okay, glad to see she's doing better, and that Jackdaw managed to contact them, and so I guess we will get some resolution. Hopefully. I wonder if we'll end up finding out if anything will be done with Anne, or if this is just we'll be satisfied knowing that at least things are moving in that direction. Okay, Perry Pippin. I apparently didn't read this before. Good day to you. I require assistance with the delivery and thought you might be interested. Please meet me at J. Pippin's Potions if you'd like to earn a few coins. Okay. Well, right now, I want to get a broom, so maybe later. And I want to get a broom, and I also want to find some Merlin trials. Uh-oh, it's already daybreak. We're not going to be the first ones there. We shouldn't have stopped to read all those letters.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Oh man, all the good brooms are going to be gone by the time we're... Is this...
Revelio. Wonderful.
Spint Witches Sporting Needs, run by the amiable Albie Weeks. This shop sells all manner of wizarding sporting goods, including the latest broom models. Gossip around town is that Albie himself is working on a number of broom enhancements. Okay. Just a second, let me just, okay, found a prefect shirt and tie. Jess, I'll be probably willing to buy a broom once I see if you have any money to help me buy a broom. High top hat. Albie Weeks.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spin Witches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted.
Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows, Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Okay, have a look. Let's talk to you first. Disrupted trade routes made you close.
You said disrupted trade routes caused you to close, Spintwitches?
Terrible it's been. Trade routes reported as unusable. Evidently criminals were overtaking roads, threatening hamlets. I can fly safely almost anywhere, but you try flying with an inventory of brooms on your back. No easy feat. Right then, back to work. If a particular broom takes your fancy, just let me know.
Okay, what else can you share about brooms?
Do you mind sharing more about your brooms?
I have a passion for them. Every detail of every model. Take Wind Wisps, well known for their quality ash handles. U-weavers are rare because some fear flying them, likely to do with the U-one's darker reputation. Then you have the Ember Dash, known for its handsome appearance. Working with brooms every day makes me practically giddy. It's one of many reasons I cherish running this shop.
That's a bit of an odd sales pitch. Like, yeah, these U-weavers, lots of people don't like them because there's associations between U-wood and dark arts. You would think you would follow that up with like, but that's just nonsense. The U used in brooms is just as is no darker than any other wood or something like that. But
sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
What
are we looking for today?
Okay, so let's see what we have. Dark Lightning Broom, a sleek, superior broom designed to celebrate those who dare to dabble in the dark. Okay, so I guess your sales pitch is that some people, you're actually hoping that some people might want a dark arts associated broom. Okay. Ember Dash, the perfect broom for those with a fiery temperament. Hogwarts House Broom, a broom enchanted to celebrate your particular Hogwarts house pride. Moon Trimmer Broom, finely crafted from ash, this broom is built for stability. Wind Wisp Broom, a stylish broom with a light touch, quite literally. And a U-weaver broom, comfortable and speedy broom with a unique woven design.
That item is of the highest quality.
Okay, so that's what the U-weaver looks like.
That item is of the highest quality.
It's the Wind Wisp. That one looks like it has a bit more comfort. A nice comfortable grip.
That item is of the highest quality.
Okay, this one has some saddlebags. Oh, this is... Okay, this is Hufflepuff. Look, I can't see if that's an actual design on that or if it's just more of the same, but okay, we have the yellow and black of Hufflepuff.
That item is of the highest quality.
Okay, so it looks like the ends are burning. Is this the wizarding equivalent of putting fire decals on your bike or something?
That item is of the highest quality.
I wonder why this one is so much more expensive than all the others. All the others are 600. This one is more expensive. I'm not seeing anything like stats or anything, so I'm guessing that all the brooms are pretty much identical except for cosmetics.
That item is of the highest quality.
In which case, I think I want to get the one that has a rather nice seat and handle on it, so... Yeah, let's do this.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Yes, please.
Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments
Upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
Okay. How did your passion for brooms begin? Why am I the right person for this? Or you took me? Okay, these two both seem like they're kind of changing the subject, so before we get on to that, why am I the right person for this?
Why do you need me to report to you on this broom flight?
I did try to get Imelda to help, but she has some flying habits and quirks that made her difficult to collaborate with. I need a flyer with no bad habits and the knack for flying. Your classmate Everett said you're a natural on a broom. He's forever in here studying the newest models, almost as passionate about brooms as I am. If your rumoured talent for flying can help you beat Imelda's times, then having you assess the broom will be invaluable.
Okay. How did your passion for brooms begin?
How long have you had a passion for brooms?
Since the moment I saw my first Quidditch match. Seeing flyers manoeuvre the way they do. Oh, some people continue to have their doubts about me and my ideas. I hope that won't dissuade you from helping. I know I'm onto something.
Okay, and you took Madame Kagawa's class?
Sounds as if you took Kagawa's class.
I did, but my focus on the technical elements of brooms rather than the art of flying drove her mad. She thinks it fitting I run Spintwitches now. I don't reckon either of us ever pictured me batting away bludgers for the Cannons or Puddlemere United. And I find a certain satisfaction in winning over the naysayers who think I may be too young to run this shop. With your help, I can continue proving myself the most knowledgeable purveyor of wizarding sporting goods around.
Okay, so someone like Kagawa, being a Quidditch player herself, is more focused on, like, the art of flying and using the broom to fly and how to do that well. He's more interested in the technical side of the brooms and actually tweaking what the brooms do rather than how people use them.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price.
Okay.
The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Hogsmeade and certain other areas prohibit flying. Look for the no flying icon near the mini-map.
Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Okay, so let's get out of Hogsmeade and learn how do we...
My father always told me.
Need to try to remember what we do to fly. Okay, you've entered an area that allows flight. Press tab, then tap 3 to equip the broom on your tool wheel. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Well, how do we? Okay, there we go. We can go faster.
Revelio.
Oh, Revelio. What's this? Wow. We can scout really well with this. Okay, well, if I can. All these leaves are all these Merlin. Okay, that's. Control. That's how I. Yeah. Okay. So let's do some of these so we can try to get some more.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Okay, how do I get off the broom? Oh. There we go. What was that? Oh. Oh, is that a hippogriff? Oh, a hippogriff looks like holding a big fish or something. So, okay, the hippogriff was fishing. That was the splash we heard. Okay, so we have these stones. I wonder, the heights look like we might be able to jump on them. Aha.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
All right. Okay, so it's not all just like casting spells at targets. We're pushing balls into pits. We also have little like that. I'm just trying to get it to that platform there. Okay.
Revelio.
Okay, there's more over here. And what is that noise? Okay, there's like duck bogs or something. Okay, well, looks like we're gonna have to face some of these if we want to.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Stego. Stupid.
Okay. Okay, over here's where it was. Okay, I'm seeing some stuff covered with vines here, so I wonder what this trial is going to be about. And at some point, I think my mallow sweet's probably going to run out, so we'll be... Oh, what's... A cloud of sparkles over there. So we have... Is that moonstone in there? Okay, we also have these flying balloons that... Oh, those are butterflies! Okay, but I'm not sure the butterflies have to do with this trial. Although maybe, because there's some sparkles here, too. Okay, let's...
Lumos.
Okay. Ah! We can do this and maybe get them over to these boxes? Okay, I'm guessing I can't get into the deep water or else we'll lose them, but... Okay, there was one of the boxes over here. I think, yeah. Aha. Okay, so these are part of the trial. Hello, let's follow the light. Just need to get you over to this box here. You guys act a lot like moths, except I don't need to turn Lumos off before when we get to our destination. Okay, one more Merlin trial. Looks like we might get another upgrade.
Revelio.
fly around for another Merlin trial. Oh, I did want to kind of check out... Let's check out the train tracks and then also check out these balloons. See if we can do anything with them now that we have our broom. So these are the tracks the Hogwarts Express would be coming on. Okay, and here's the station.
No, I swear I won't be wasting your time, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, ever so.
Come on then, what you got?
It's
Why is it moving?
Wait, Dark Witch and Wizard chatting?
Stole from me, he
He
did.
was robbed by a niffler.
That's what I'm saying. He's a natural, worth his weight in galleons.
Go on then, show him to me.
I must.
You're wasting my time. Ow!
No, I would never waste your.
Little whack scratch me.
Hmm.
You can't even keep hold of a
Where are you?
Dark Witch and Dark Wizard are just having a
I swear he's not a rat.
Amateur.
discussion, having an argument in the middle of the platform. There's a lot of people on the train platform, I'm just realizing. Like, I thought this train's entire purpose was just bring students to Hogwarts and from Hogwarts. So I don't think these people are waiting for the train. But then, what are y'all doing here? I guess it's just a large flat place that
Pleased to
is good
see
for
Anne
hanging out.
has his belongings back. Ranrock and his loyalists will think twice before trying that again.
Oh yeah, Arden I think was the goblin that we helped out, goblin merchant, artist. Oh, I don't have enough mallow sweet. Okay. Sir, do you happen to sell mallow sweet? I'm thinking if it's possible to grow mallow sweet, I'm thinking I know exactly what we're going to be putting in some of our
See if there's something
growing
you need.
stations. Mallow sweet, okay.
Thank you for your patronage.
Well, okay. They only had a limited number of those, but
That's been a pleasure.
yep, thank you, sir. There's some leaves flying around over here. Okay, there's some braziers. What happens if we...
Incendio!
Okay, so is this another, we need to light all the braziers before they all go out? Okay, so there's one over there, there's one there. There's one there. Okay, maybe it's just the three, in which case let's try starting... That one's the tallest, but this is the farthest away. So let's try starting here and going down first. If this doesn't work, we'll try doing tallest to shortest. Okay. Hey, okay, it worked. Okay, we completed Merlin trials. I'm sure we can still complete more though. Wait, is that what I'm looking for? Merlin trial, okay. There's still 2 more stages here. No, 3 more stages. Okay, so we just beat that one. So we need to get 10 for this, and then there's 2 more stages after that. Okay, looks like 4 new inventory slots. Nice.
Revelio.
Okay, lots of Merlin spots over here. Oh, that's right. We're gonna check out. What happens if I fly into one of these? Whoop. Missed it. Trying to go a little bit too fast there. Challenge unlocked. Pop balloons. Okay. Okay, so where we see the balloons, we try to pop them all, and then that counts as a challenge, I guess. That looks like that might be a Merlin spot up there. There's something bright colored on the ground. Or is that just a puddle? Nope, I thought that was a spot for Malasuite. That's just a puddle. Okay.
Revelio.
Guess what's this blue spot here? Summon 2 enemies simultaneously. Oh, okay, summon with... What's this?
Levioso.
Is there something we need to put on this? Okay, this is a cave entrance.
Revelio.
This is probably what we need. Okay, that's right. Just
Levioso.
Levioso this. And...
Accio. Levioso.
No, I want to unlevioso.
Expelliarmus.
Okay, that works. Aha. Here we go.
I should investigate.
Oh, there's a flue powder spot above us. Okay, a shield on the wall. Looks like a bird. Is that a Ravenclaw, or is that completely unrelated to the houses?
Revelio.
Oh. Okay.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Revelio. Levioso.
Whoa. What? Okay, so we can walk on these. It'll take us through here. Oh, there's a...
Revelio.
Is that what that was for? Did it just make the chest appear, or is there something else that we're missing? I guess having a chest does make sense, although it doesn't look like there's really anything we can do, so I'm guessing it was just... I don't recall seeing this chest here when we hit Revelio before, so it must have just been finding the floor and going through it like that revealed the chest. Okay.
Revelio.
Okay, let's see. There was a Merlin trial this way. Oh wait, there was also a flue powder spot. Let's get that first. just since we're here, if we need to get back this way, make it a bit easier on us. This is Arranshire.
Arranshire. This hamlet is simply crawling with life.
Okay. We need a Lohamore to get in there.
Revelio.
What's this? Mary Portman's cellar?
Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Oh, okay, just...
Levioso.
Celestial Dark Gray wand handle. Okay, so we have a chest in here. Okay, we need Lohamore for that. He just... Sir, are you okay? Sir? Okay. Odd place to sleep, but... Let's get a little tipsy.
Revelio.
Okay, high archway. Okay, so this... Yeah, that's right, we're finding stuff... Some of the stuff works for our room of requirements. Unidentified hand item. Okay. We'll want to go identify that. And we need a lock to get in there. Okay, so what's this side quest I'm seeing?
Oh, Milo, what am I to do?
Okay,
Is there something I can help you with, Mr.
Adley? Edgar Adley? No, I don't think so. Blast Milo and his mad schemes.
Milo?
He was my friend. Came to me a few days ago with a brilliant plan to make some quick galleons. All I had to do was follow him into the Forbidden Forest. Had I known he wanted to procure venom from a living acromantula. Oh, poor Milo. He didn't deserve to go like that.
I think he did deserve it. No, I'm sorry. Acromantula, of course, being the giant spiders. But, yeah, probably... I think if you're gonna mess with them, you kind of do deserve it, but probably best not to say it. I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm very sorry to hear about your friend.
Oh, thank you. I can't think of it. Milo's body is still in that cave with the absconder.
The absconder?
Aye, Milo's name for the acromantula. He did have a flair for the dramatic. In fact, as he died, Milo begged me to take his heirloom pocket watch, so that his daughter would have something to remember him by. But I fled.
I may be able to help. Why chase after acromantula venom?
Why would someone risk their life for spider venom?
As a potion ingredient, acromantula venom is incredibly valuable. In large part because it is, as poor Milo has proven, impossible to get from a live acromantula.
Okay, well, I may be able to help.
If I have time, I can try to collect the heirloom watch, Mr. Adley.
You can't possibly go to the acromantula's cave. You'd be killed. Please, forget I said anything.
Okay, why were you telling me this whole story if you're going to immediately try to talk me out of it? That's clearly you just trying to...
Well, where could that acromantula cave be?
You're just trying to cover yourself in case something happens to me. You can be like, oh, I tried to warn him not to go, and he went anyway. No, you were clearly angling to get me to go the whole time. Don't even pretend otherwise. Are you a butterfly that's going to lead me to treasure? No, wrong kind of butterfly, apparently. Okay. Oh, there's some more balloons over there we can pop after we
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Oh, there's something over there. What? Oh, okay, that's one of the topiaries doing something. Okay.
Revelio.
We have this. Oh, this is one of the ones we need to get the... Yeah, we need to find the... We need to find the pile of balls and bring them over here. Okay. Okay, and here's another... Okay, there's some. So I think those ones might be able to come over here.
Accio.
Okay.
Revelio.
Okay, so there should be some... Oh, okay, there's another thing over there, and here's some of these. Oh, there's even more over there. Okay, so let's bring these ones we can bring over.
Accio.
Okay, I don't need to actually back up. My character will back up, but I can have my camera pointed where I'm going. That's good. Okay, what's that? Oh, okay, those are Ashwinder eggs. Okay, now how are we going to get you over there? Let's jump down.
Accio.
Okay, right here. Okay, is that all of them, or are there more?
Not so tricky after all.
Right. Okay. Was that? Isn't that the? Okay, yeah, that's where the train comes. I didn't realize there was a walking path alongside it. Okay. Okay, let's pop some more balloons and see what these are. So I think it said popping balloons 1 of 2, so we should get a reward for our second set. Let's see what the rewards are for these. Okay. I guess that's an exploration thing. Popping balloons. Oh, okay. We can get a new broom appearance. Alright, we'll check out our broom appearances here at the when we finish up in a few minutes. Oh, lantern's actually lighting our way for us. It's kind of nice.
Revelio.
Wow, there are a lot of Merlin trials all over the place, aren't there?
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Crackcroft.
Okay, there was a poacher right over there. Did he detect us? It sounds like somebody's detected us and fighting us, but who? There's some arrows over there and an arrow over there. Neither one of them seem to be moving towards us or attacking us or anything. What if I do this? Oh.
Potato.
There you are.
Accio.
Oh, that's... Is that the less, Is that the less creepy spider? Like, giant puppet spiders on roller skates? I'm honestly not sure if I would say that's really less creepy. It's a bit more comical, I guess. Okay, so what are we doing here? We have... It says an X on it. No, that's not what I want.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Okay, I don't actually need to be this. Okay, there's X's all over this thing. What is this? So it has something to do with these 4 directions.
Incendio.
No.
Accio. Levioso.
Oh, hey, there's something behind this one. Okay, well, we've got a stylish and formal school
Revelio.
uniform, so that's got to count for something.
Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus.
So I don't see that symbol on here, so that's probably not it. Okay, some swirls. What's with all these markings on here? Does that have anything to do with what we're supposed to do with these?
Expelliarmus. Lumos.
Hey, can we Lumos around these? Okay, we can't transfigure them. Defendo? Maybe we need Defendo. Maybe we need Glacius. Arresto Momento. I mean, there's a lot of things that it could be. Depulso, pushing on them. Descendo, maybe. Okay. I haven't seen any of them respond at all to anything that we're doing. I'm pretty sure I tried all the... Well, that... Wait, does that still have
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any response to anything we're doing. I'm not seeing anything indicating like an order or anything that we, so I'm going to guess this requires a spell we don't have, which would make sense. You wouldn't necessarily want all the Merlin trials to be immediately solvable this early in the game when we still have like half the spells left to do. Let's go take out this poacher. Hey, poacher.
Incendio.
I hope you genuinely were a poacher and that wasn't just like your first name and I attacked you for no reason or something. So, okay, let's see if we can maybe find one more Merlin trial that we can do. Or actually, I did see a quest up this way. Let's go see if we can get this other quest. What's this over here? Giant blue thing. Oh, okay, some more rocks covering up a chest. Okay. Let's go see what this quest is, and then that'll probably be...
Revelio.
That'll probably be a good place to call it. Oh, hello, what's that symbol? Looks like a tent or something.
All they do is interfere with making
Is someone there?
Hello?
Yes?
There's a voice coming from that well.
Can you help me?
Possibly?
Is someone down there?
Down there? Oh, beg your pardon. I'm here. There's no one here but me. Some thoughtless wretch casually tossed a bit of parchment into me and it caught. If you could please take it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we have another map telling us go somewhere. There's some ruins, windmill in the background, and cast Leviosa on a tree. Okay.
Seems to be some sort of map.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. What a relief. I hope the map serves you well. At least better than it did me.
Well, I don't intend to try swallowing it. So there's it's helpful. Okay, the symbol that I was seeing looks like it's a goblin camp. So I don't think I necessarily want to fight goblins at the moment. So okay. Well, cool. So we've got another map we can follow. We're seeming to find several of these. I want to check some stuff in here anyways. Is it possible for me to see our collections of things? Well. Okay, we can track it. Is there a way to look at the treasure map again? Maybe in our inventory. Okay, here we go. So we have pages from an ancient book. Okay, I think those were the missing pages we found. Arithmancy study guide, page toward Arithmancy study guide that contains a list of numbers assigned to various magic. Okay, this was the guide to the puzzles there. We have 9 house tokens. Jackdaw's clue. Okay, that's the letter we got. Hidden treasure map found in Nor's Hamlet. Okay, so we can look for that. We can look for that. Okay, so we can look at these again to refresh ourselves. That's good. Okay, and these are all of our potion ingredients. Okay, so let's check out our gear. I want to see what brooms we have. Okay, we can upgrade our broom 3 times, looks like. That'll be fun. This is our standard. We have Night Dancer, nimble broom with an impressive style. Oh, this is actually equipping the brooms. And a Lavender Borealis broom, a beautifully crafted broom that glides on the wind like rivers of light in the twilit northern sky. Well, that's kind of nice. I think at least one of these brooms, I think, came from the same update that gave us our Azkaban outfit. Okay, so I think this one looks pretty nice. Let's go with that. Okay, do we have any new... Okay, we're gonna need to identify stuff, so we'll need to go back to the room of requirements at some point. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is before next session, I might try to update the room of requirements a little bit, get mess around with what kind of stuff I want in there, as far as some of the useful things for growing ingredients and whatnot. Get it all laid out, and then might be able to start next time in the room of requirements and start off by identifying some items. Yeah, there's the mask. Yeah, it's nice having some of the brooms have seats on them. You would think if the broom is specifically meant for flying, that you would have some kind of a seat or something on it. It just seems to be common sense, but... Okay. Do that, although don't need it visible. Talents available. Okay. We did want to... Where was... Okay. New spell set. That's what I wanted. Especially if I'm going to be... Like I said, this week I'm going to be probably doing some stuff with the room requirements, so probably good to have a room requirements set. Spell set ready to go. Okay. Wait, what were the room of requirements talents? Here. Okay, we can increase potency of some of our potions and stuff we grow. Okay, so can I grow chomping cabbages and mandrakes? Okay, I'll have to take a look at that, see if that's something I can do. Although it says I have to be able to use mandrakes and venomous tentacula first, so I guess we'll probably... These might have to wait until we're a little further along in herbology, but we can already use chomping cabbages, so we'll have to see if that's something we can grow. Okay, similar with potions, we'll go along our studies a bit more. Okay, they're just our collections. They don't really give us much information on them, so except for enemies, it like tell us how to beat them on some of them. They're still showing the scary version of the spiders on here. Oh, there we go. Bandit camps. Enemy layers are the ones that have a sort of cave-looking triangle, and bandit camps are the ones with the tent triangle. So, okay, triangles are enemies. Cottongrass duckbug. These camouflage beasts will often blend in with the environment to avoid detection until their prey is close enough to attack. Revelio can help you find them. Okay. And finally, let's see challenges. Okay, so we still need to do a bunch more combat to be able to get these. Okay, we need more assignments, main story quests, and side quests. Merlin trials we're still working on. Knowing that some of them are going to require more higher spells than we already have, I think unlocking the extra slots tonight might be enough for us to press on a bit more next time. Okay, we need to find some more Hogwarts secrets, whatever those are, and then I'm not sure what these could be. So we should continue continue on with those next time. Field guide pages through the Highlands. Okay, so we keep on lookout for more pages. And then we haven't really done anything in the room requirements, so. Okay. So yeah, next time we'll probably work some more on our assignments, I think we're just living as a student, kind of, what was it? It was like, live as a student and just live your life as a student until Professor Fig gets back or something. So we'll work our way through a bunch of these. Probably not the Absconder's Cave. That's level 30. I think it's still a bit high for us, but working on some of these and getting our way through that. So as far as when next time will be, I will be here on Monday for Zelda. I will not be available next Friday, however. So our next Hogwarts stream will be in 2 weeks. Is I think our plan at the moment. So with that, thank you for joining me. Have a good week, or a good couple weeks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.